Okay students, so this is a tutorial on the TI-89 titanium binomial distributions. Now the TI-89 titaniums, they can do about any distribution for you. They take away the need for a table packet or a formula. And so let's just do some examples to illustrate how this calculator works with binomials. Suppose we've got a binomial problem and the sample size is 10 and the probability of success, whatever that would be, is 0.70. Suppose you want to find the probability of selecting 8 good things. Okay, so we've got 10 items, and what's the probability that 8 of them are going to be good? What you want to do is, of course, go into your statistics menu. So you've got to go to apps. Now we've got to scroll down twice and over once to the stat/list editor. So enter that. As you can see, I've got my statistics list editor, and my list names are different, but we're not going to be using list names. What we are going to be using is the distribution function. So you're going to press F5. Okay, and when you press F5, you should see shade and inverse and normal CDF and all that good stuff. Well, we're going to go down and we're going to find the binomial stuff, and as you can see, it's down here on B and C. We've got binomial PDF and binomial CDF. Binomial PDF is a probability distribution function when you only want to know one value. So we only want to know one value, x equals 8. So let's hit the PDF function. It asks you for the number of trials. You're going to insert 10. That's the number of trials. Probability of success, your p-value, 0.7. And then it says, what's your x value? Well, our x value is 8, and you hit enter. Okay? And you might have to hit enter again. And it pops up something for you right here at the top. I know it's very hard to see, but it says PDF, and it says it equals 0.233474. Hopefully you're getting that value too. Hopefully you've got your calculator out and you're trying to do this with me. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's suppose that we want to know what's the probability that we've got this bin of 10 items. What's the probability at least 6 are good? So I'm going to get out of that. Let's talk about what it means for 6 to be good. That means that we could have 6, or we could have 7, or we could have 8 good items, or 9, or 10, right? That's what it means for at least 6. Well, the great thing about this calculator is let's press the F5 key again, and let's go down to the binomial stuff. We're going to select binomial CDF because we've got cumulative probabilities here. We want to know from one value, and we're going to sum all the way to the other value. Anytime you want to do this kind of cumulative stuff, you're going to want the binomial cumulative distribution function. Binomial CDF, it's number C in the list. Press enter to select it. It asks you for the number of trials. Well, same information should be in there. 10. Probability of success is still 0.7. Now your lower value, well, we're going to sum from 6, so let's put in 6, all the way up to 10. Okay, if it's not already in there, put it in there. Now we're ready to hit enter, hit OK, and it'll just bring up the probability for you at the very top. It'll say CDF equals 0.8497, it's hard for me to read here, 32. Okay. Now what if you want to do probability of x being greater than or equal to 1? Well, think about what that means first. That means that you want to go from 1 all the way to 10, right? At least 1 means 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. So what you're going to do, let me move this stuff up for you. What you're going to do, oh my, I'm in the glare. There we go. What you're going to do is you're going to press F5 again. You're going to go all the way down to that binomial distribution. It's all the way down there. We want the binomial CDF key again. It pops up that menu for you. Number of trials is 10. Probability of success is 0.7. Lower value this time is 1. Upper value to 10. Press enter. You might have to hit it twice. It'll pop up the probability for you. Probability of that occurring is 0.9. Oh, it's hard to read. Need bifocals. 9999994. Very small print on these 89 titaniums. So, just to reemphasize, let's say we want less than or equal to 4. Well, what does that mean? That means 0 to 4, right? Because we could have no good items. We could select a bad item. So let's go to F5 again, get out of that menu. Go to F5, we're going to go all the way down. I like to use my arrow keys. You can use the shortcut keys if you want. Oh, I went too far. Binomial CDF, number of trials 10, probability of success 0.7, lower value 0, upper value 4. Press enter. It's going to pop up the value here momentarily, and I can't read it, so 0.047349. And it shows, if you can see it, it gives you other information, doesn't it? Down here, it lets you confirm that you did enter the correct stuff. It has your N, your P, your lower value, your upper value, just so you can double check, okay, I did enter the right information. If you wanted to do less than or equal to 6, you got to think about that one. You're going to go to the binomial CDF function. Number of trials is still 10, probability of success is still 0.7, but our lower value, you have to think about less than or equal to 6. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 inclusively, right? So your lower value then would be 0, and your upper value would be 5. And then you hit enter. Some of these you got to think about, but the calculator, once you think about your bounds, your values, the calculator will do everything else for you. And I love this one because it works in a menu type format, and it's very user friendly once you kind of figure out where things are located. The probability of being less than or equal to 6, 0.150268 according to this calculator. You might have your float set to a different decimal place, and that's fine. We should be getting approximately the same answers though, okay? So that's the TI-89 titanium. If you have this guy, I like this guy a lot, but he is a little bit more expensive than others.